sit back and relax.
Now I can. Okay, hit it. Copyright stream.
Well, we're probably well past that point, and we're a minute and a half into the song.
No, I'm muted. Welcome back to Middays with Marcus Maven. Steve Rummage in the building. I usually don't do this, but I may do the whole show. Just like my feet on the table. Just let arms behind the head. Just like, so Marcus, was it good for you? Like, oh man. How about that? Listen, I said it before and I will double down on it. I'm not, I told you so guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't care because I don't care about being right. I don't have to say, oh, Steve Rummage was right about that. I'm just glad my team looks better and looks like they got some things going together. And if I needed a 2-game losing streak to get that right, then so be it. And the universe rewarded us twice last night because Duke got their brains beat out. Boy,
What I'm talking about?
Busted. Now you set number 1 in the ACC again.
How quickly things can change.
Literally
sitting here a couple days ago being like, all right, we're riding a 2-game losing streak. 1 win later, we're now back in first place in the ACC.
First place. Rolling.
I got a question. Yeah. I know you started the song with Welcome Back, which I totally like. But does this classify as an all I do is win now, I believe?
If you give me 2 seconds to mute it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All I do is
I mean, from the jump last night, you could they started playing from the energy. We'll break it all down. Just from everything, you could tell, that they wanted the juice. I like that. That you could tell that they come ready to win this game from the jump. They were awesome from the jump. It was nice being up 12-14-5 instead of down that. And I thought credit Coach Mack, because not just the starting lineup, I thought the rotation was awesome, man. I thought Coach Mack coached a great game last night, and sounds like that those are going to stick going forward.
You guys remember asking me yesterday about the trash talk with the orange and the juice worth the squeeze? Maybe it was.
Yeah, in hindsight, sure. Yeah. I mean, now that,
I'm kidding. Yesterday, I still didn't like the talk.
Right. Well, that question now is much easier too.
But I think that's what that text was referring to, the juice, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, they did. They backed it up, man. That question's easier to answer today. And if what we all hope is what we saw last night was a major overhaul in the team, you now have a reason to believe maybe we got something here.
You know, and I'm going to say something that usually I would never say. It was a really happy moment when at the 7-minute mark I saw people leaving the stadium. You know, I'm always the guy. I'm like, stay. No, but this time I was like, you know what? Yo, get out of here. This is cool. I'm good with this.
High-fiving on the way out. It was great. It was just so beautiful. It was beautiful basketball last night.
It was beautiful basketball.
23 assists last night, a season high.
It was beautiful basketball.
It was just awesome. It was awesome. All the way around. Texter, coach out here chest bumping the players.
That was pretty awesome.
That was awesome.
You don't see that ever.
No, that was great.
I love that.
It's just, there was a lot.
I mean, keep going because I'm catching my breath right now. I'm literally catching my breath.
I mean, from top to bottom, it was so much. Jordan Wara, and we're going to get into player specific in the second hour when we get into grades. Which actually today, you can tell people right now, we're gonna start grades when we come back from the 11 o'clock hour.
That'll help me.
Yeah, right. I know. And then actually that worked out. Montrezl Harrell was courtside last night.
It's good to have him back.
Listen, Luke Hancock, the ACC, was in town all day long. The ACC network.
Why didn't we promote that more? I didn't even know. I didn't know they were going to do that.
Well, Kenny Klein tweeted it out. Probably yesterday morning or the night before. So it was kind of a last-minute thing.
But didn't they do hits all day? It was like 10, 2, and 6.
And then after the game, you got Luke Hancock and Montrezl Harrell on set in the middle of the court talking with Boozer, talking ball. Carlos Boozer was right over my right shoulder, just chilling. And if anybody knows me and knows some secrets about Steve Rummage, people know when I was in high school, middle school, freshman, sophomore year, I was pretty hardcore for Duke. Like they were my bandwagon squad. Coming out? Yeah, they were.
I had not heard this.
You didn't know that?
No.
So around that Carlos Boozer, J. Will time, like that Indiana loss in the Sweet 16 was that hurt my heart. Like that was one of the toughest losses. I almost cried.
What made you a Duke fan?
I think how bad I hated Kentucky.
That's what I was going to say. Because
I knew Kentucky fans hated them growing up, and it just made me take to them. And Louisville never played them.
Were you a big Leitner fan?
Well, that was a little before me. I was more in the Dunleavy, J. Will, J.J. Redick. I rode the J.J. Redick.
Yeah.
Redick would have been a good name. Yeah. Trajan Langdon, Elton Brand. No, Trajan Langdon, Elton Brand was kind of that first year that I was getting in. But here's the thing. I hated Kentucky so bad that I knew Kentucky hated them. And Louisville never crossed paths with them. Mm-hmm. Once Louisville started crossing paths with them, I was like, yeah. This little side relationship's over with.
Frontman James on YouTube says, I don't know, guys. Think we should have got Shaka Smart.
Yeah, right.
Hey, did you all see the tweet last night? There was a guy who put the picture out 10 minutes before the Texas game, and there's like maybe 100 people in the stands.
Maybe 100 people. It was crazy. Yeah, he's definitely fired. That's where John B.
Shout out to Kevin Keats.
Yeah, Kevin Keats, man, beat Duke last night.
Channel says, chest bumps. I'm just trying to read everything people like.
No, I agree. I'm going to get to some of the text too before we get into some of this, because we can even, today's a day, man, we can even start grades earlier. I don't care, because today is a day where each player is going to need some time, because there was a lot about last night's game, about just,
the tempo of the game was phenomenal.
Oh,
the tempo of the game was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, it was beautiful, man. Let's see.
I'm trying to read the text to see what people are most excited
Somebody
about.
Said, "To hell with that, Steve! Shout that talk from the top of the mountain. DJ is our point guard. Ugly face T.O. That's funny.
Well, of course he's our point guard.
And he is going forward.
Of course he's our point guard.
Somebody said, inject Chris Mack
chest bumping fresh into my veins. I'm here. Yeah, we got a few Trez tweets. David started. Steve didn't. Oh, Steve didn't stab himself. Yes, because I was fully prepared to physically harm myself.
He was stabbing himself.
Malik took advantage too of being in the starting five.
Yeah.
Nothing. You guys just nothing. double ain't worth talking about.
Oh yeah, it is.
I literally jump in and say that, and y'all both just go.
Because what happened is Steve's phone went off, and we both instantly realized both of our phones were not on vibrate.
I know.
So
at the same time, so right when you asked, Queen's got 14 to 13. Yeah, cool.
That's cool. Good job, Malik.
Hey, great
anyways,
for Malik.
Yeah, did you see David?
Yeah, but David, on the other hand,
guess what happened last night, Brian?
What happened?
We were in Al J's in the Galt house.
Okay.
And I asked Steve to move the table a little closer to me, and he couldn't move the table, and Brittany had to move it for him.
Brittany just grabbed it right out of my hand, dude.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It was the most.
It was terrible.
I tuned into the pregame show when you all were talking about the scenery walking through.
Oh, yeah, with the ugly guy. I was like, how did that happen?
You're like, oh, he's rich.
That was such a mean thing to say.
I knew what he meant. I could actually picture it.
I know.
I pictured the person walking through.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was funny.
Yeah, Dickie V was in the house last night. Did you get to go back and watch any of it?
Dickie V? Oh, the game?
Yeah. Did you hear anything? Did he have anything good to say?
He enjoyed himself. He went through a Ryan story about how he showed people videos of Ryan.
Yeah, I believe that. Listen, I mean, last night, by the way, 8150-939, if you want to get in today, we got the text line here going on. From the jump, let's just start here. From the jump, when David's name was announced.
Okay, so now we're going to start talking basketball.
Yeah.
8150939, people. Feel free to jump in early. What caught your attention early in the game? Was it at the intro, you know, and we got there early.
We did.
We took the outside route, got there really early.
Yep.
It was kind of a late arriving crowd, though, in general.
Yeah, I think a lot of 7 o'clock weekday games are, and you'll be able to call in as soon as Brian decides he wants to unblock the phone line, so y'all can call in and talk.
They're open now.
They're open. Okay.
Did you connect it?
Open.
Did you connect it?
Yeah, I connected.
Okay. Thanks.
Sorry. So, anyways, yeah, from the jump, David's announced in the starting lineup. Crowd goes crazy.
As you know, they would.
There's a fresh energy immediately in there. You go with David, Ryan, Sutton, Wara, Malik. Coach Mack talks in the press conference last night, just to interject this in there. David and Malik would continue. Ryan may have been a little situational.
This is going to be awesome
for zone. Oh yeah, no, the iPad's great. But Ryan was a little situational just for the zone.
And Coach Mack did say it in the post game that as far as moving forward, David and he expects David and Malik to be the starters. Anybody else is kind of up in the air.
Yeah. So I think as all that means is your starting lineup set. I think Sam Fresh or Darius will move in there.
I'm trying to talk about the game in a whole without just staying with David Johnson.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about plays and I'm thinking about one of my notes. Okay. How contagious is passing to you, Steve?
Oh, extremely.
One willing passer.
Because one willing passer puts you being a willing passer puts me in position to be able to make a pass that maybe I couldn't make without you making that pass. If that sounds, I know there's a lot of passes there.
Right.
But, I mean, it's like, I'm not capable of making a pass without you opening it up for me.
David Johnson's passing is contagious. Coaches who coach young teams, you have to look at David Johnson and what he did and get one of your more talented players to be that guy. You have to do that, because like I said, it made Jordan want to move around. It made people want to move around, want to get open. When Fresh comes in, you've already established a level of passing, ball movement. Again, I'm not here for the Syracuse was so bad kind of thing.
Right.
Because, again, that wasn't a stinker. Like, you think it's just coincidence that they've been winning the games they've won, you know what I'm saying? That they've been surging as of late. You think it was a coincidence that Boeheim just, like, lost it at the end? Like, you know, he looked emotional. He's lost 1 million games in his life. He's won 1 million. He doesn't react like that unless something particularly gets under his skin. Steve brought it to my attention. Think about this. When a Hall of Fame coach is asked about the game, and said Hall of Fame coach says, well, we didn't really have we didn't really have the David Johnson kid in the scouting lineup like that.
Yeah.
Now he starts against us. He was trying his best to say that was an anomaly because we didn't see that. That was a haymaker we weren't prepared for.
Yeah.
We knew Ryan could shoot. We didn't know he was going to be 7 feet behind the three-point line.
Right.
Busting tray balls like he did.
But we do know it's Wara, not Navarro. Boeheim called Wara Navarro in the press conference after the game.
I didn't hear that. Close enough.
Louisville Larry, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Thanks for taking the call, guys. Love the show. Very happy with the win this morning. I was at the game last night. I got a question and I got a comment. The question is, I don't know if you guys need to clear out to our fans to stay and support their team until the end of the game or not. But I'm going to tell you like this. You see these other college teams playing. And it's a great game, especially on a 2-game losing streak. Their fans are in the seats, and they're in the seats to that final horn blows. My other comment is, I'm a comment on the back of what Dickie B said last night. We are falling in love with the three-pointer. We are starting to live and die by the three. I'm elated. We won the game last night. I'm appreciative of Jordan being a lot more aggressive. I'm piggybacking exactly off of what Dickie B said last night. It's good to see him be more aggressive, miss or make the shot. I'm not even embarrassed by the dunk he missed. Be more aggressive. We got to penetrate, stop falling in love with the three. Because just as easy as we're going to win by that three, we're going to die by that three. And in March, if those shots aren't falling, as happy as we are today, guys, we're going to be sad. Love the show. You love the good work. Fans, stay in the seats until the final horn blows. Support your team. Stop leaving with 4 minutes to go. Thanks a lot. Take it easy, guys.
You don't love us. You don't love the show, Larry. You don't love the show. You don't love the team. You hate. There is no way at 10:24, after you just literally boat raced Syracuse and a Hall of Fame coach and got the #1 in ACC spot back, there is no way the human sports brain could start talking about fans leaving early on a Wednesday night with a 30-point lead. I don't care what gym you go to. Nobody's staying till the buzzer on a Wednesday night when you just put up when you beat the team by plus 25. Nobody's staying.
I told you this
It's
is the
not
one time
true.
I'm okay with it.
I know, right? I can't believe it.
2-game losing streak. The fact that they were leaving with 7 minutes made me feel good. I was like, yes, this game's over.
I can't believe you're doing it. Look, here's the thing. Louisville only took 24 threes last night against Syracuse's zone. They shot 41%.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The game plan that they had, where they had the center up under the basket, dude, it worked like a charm, dude. They had so many open looks through that zone.
I mean, the reason the
That's a good
three
point.
the reason the three was open is because one of the first plays of the game, you dumped it down to Jordan Wall, who turned around and tried to punch on his man.
Mm-hmm.
Once you saw that, you knew open shots were going to be coming. They pounded the ball. Malik had 14 and 13.
Yeah.
Enoch dunked this all night long. Like, what are you talking about? They were inside that paint all day long.
Yeah.
You know, with the zone, you got to keep the ball moving. There was one time David Johnson came down the court, and he was so tall, because we're not used to having the taller point guard. He threw it over top of the first. He, like, jumped up a little bit, threw it over the top, straight down to Enoch, and I was like, well, that's a way to beat the zone. Just throw it straight to the basket.
David, finish your left-hand layups.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
sound like Larry now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that one that was a little embarrassing.
James, thanks for joining us on Middays with Marcus Maven. What's on your mind?
What's going on, fellas, man? Y'all just killed my whole vibe. I can't believe y'all took work
Louisville Larry first. He's cutting the soul of my mind. Back on point. David Johnson is the truth to the whole thing going on. We need him starting every game, like Coach said. We should have already had him. Second off, I want to give a shout out to my guys on the line. They've been complaining. I ain't been giving shots out to them. And
Fair enough.
We're just going to go in, take care of business on Saturday. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in the Gold Arena looking for you guys. And I'm going to try to make LJ's name. Y'all take care. And L1C4. Hey, I'm out for you, Louisville Larry.
Appreciate the call.
Fair enough, man. Shout out to the dudes on the line out of Ford that listen to us.
Now you ready for this one, Steve?
Y'all. Oh yeah.
Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Marcus? What's up, Steve?
Feeling good.
What's up, man?
Marcus, I need to hear Coach Marcus right now. What is David Johnson starting to do for this team right now?
Everything. I appreciate the call. Everything. It's a mentality. He was a communicator, Steve.
Hang on. Please don't lose your point. I do not want you to lose your point. Write that down. Okay. This is not true. Bone Thugs and Harmony are not changing their name to Boneless Thugs and Harmony to promote Buffalo Wild Wings.
Y'all, I you know what? I quit. I'm just not. I can't do sports radio with y'all. I can't do sports radio with y'all. Brian, did you just hear what he said?
No.
Did you hear what he interrupted? David Johnson just showed that he might have his team on a fast track to a Final Four. Steve Rummage got on a microphone on the most popular midday show in the state and just said, Bone Thugs and Harmony are changing their name to Boneless Thugs and Harmony to promote Buffalo Wild Wings. That's what
pretty
he said
bad.
on my
That's pretty
show.
bad, dude. Don't do Bone Thugs and Harmony like
That's
that.
what he just said on this show. At 10:28, your first place in the ACC. That's what Steve brought to the table.
That can't be true.
I can't believe you just did that. Dougie Fresh, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away. I can't hear anything he's saying. What is he saying?
That is
Golly.
funny. Only if there's $5 off for everybody. But here's the thing, Mark.
Fair enough.
I just got a question. First of all, let's thank North Carolina State for getting us back in the groove.
Indeed.
Second of all, did you notice, like in the second half, were they feeding water, just trying to break him in? Because I noticed we were down there, and I think it was like 2 minutes into the second half. They threw 4 passes to him at the same time directly. He missed again, and he finally hit. So I think, were they trying to get him out of a funk or just trying to boost his morale? Because I know you saw that because they fed him way too much. And I just want to know your opinion of that.
No, listen, I appreciate the call. This is why I was yelling at Louisville Larry just now. That's what happens when you get a good passer like a David Johnson and an active scorer on the outside and a threat on the inside.
Right.
You don't have to force feed Jordan Warren. He's going to end up open when you have good passers. When everybody on the court is a threat through good passing, you're going to get shots.
Yeah.
It just happens like that. Jordan moved around instead of just sitting at one spot on the wing. You got the ball at the free throw line. Guys turned around and make quick decisions, right? They have to help. Zones help. You're going to be open. They weren't force feeding. That's what, during the post game, I said I was most proud of Jordan for when the shot's there, you shoot the shot. You didn't hesitate. And trust me, people, he was not on at all.
No, not last night.
Yeah, I mean, you could see
his first shot. You remember we were right behind, and it was like, oh my gosh! From the moment he shot, it was like, that's way
he
right.
was throwing up bricks, but they were the right shots. He took the right shots. Then, after missing a couple, 2 dribble pull up, trying to take it all the way to the basket, he did an awesome job.
Reggie just called in and said you made him pull off to the side of the road. He said, "What's wrong with Steve today?"
Boneless Thugs and Harmony. I can't do that, dude.
Jake, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning.
Morning.
I seriously believe that Chris Mack listens to your radio station.
Why wouldn't he?
Because if he didn't, I was going to turn. If David Johnson didn't start last night, I was going to turn that TV off and just go to bed. I believe he listens to your show. I think he's finally got it. I believe Christy done told him something, but I believe he's finally got it. Thank the Lord.
Listen, I appreciate the call. You don't think he just decided that it's time to let him turn him loose and have some trust in him? But here's the thing: he was still disgusted. Like, listen, you ever hear somebody, Steve, make a joke and you know he was serious, but he's hiding his truth behind the joke?
Yes.
Coach Mack says this in a press conference, and we may be able to play it at the end of the show. Maybe not. I'm not sure just yet. Coach Mack says in the press conference, he tells a story about being in on David Johnson early. Way before all the big boys got a hold of David Johnson, David Johnson was scheduled to go to the Xavier Villanova game, right? When Coach Mack had a big game, Xavier Villanova, you got David Johnson coming in. I got this young pup y'all don't know nothing about. I'm gonna get him locked in early, right?
Yeah.
David Johnson cancels. Coach, I got something up, blah blah blah. Well, turns out David Johnson was at the North Carolina game.
North Carolina, Louisville.
Louisville, North Carolina, right? And then Max says, yeah, so in case y'all were wondering why he wasn't starting, we knew it was something, Steve.
I know.
You holding grudges like that, Coach?
Say I don't forget. Yeah, and that hurts.
Bygones be bygones.
Whatever, we figured it out.
We figured it out. Amy, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Well, I have a friend who coached girls basketball in Jefferson County for 25 plus years, and she was so excited last night because she saw lots of Denny crime in that game. What did you think?
No, listen, I appreciate the call. I thought David Johnson could turn his team's IQ up 25% just by leading passes, quick decisions. Those bounce passes. Here's the thing. Malik Williams had an awesome game statistically to y'all. Mm-hmm. To me, he left so much out there, so much to be desired. But I saw him figuring out. I would have liked to see Stephen Enoch get some of those earlier reps that Malik ended up getting, right?
Yeah.
Because I just think you got a practice. You got like a live practice where you got, ooh. When I look up at the screen and I see Louisville 90, Syracuse 66, boy, that sent a message. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That sends a message around the community.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that was a nice win right there. Okay, so I saw that, but I'm telling you, David Johnson raised the IQ so much, and getting those reps of live action against it's almost like a good scout team when you get it rolling. You totally got the ball rolling last night. Christian Lander was there.
Yeah, I know. That was another one, man. I mean, he was there watching that with his parents. So, by the way, Coach Mack did we do at least have to bring up, he did tweet out the eyeballs last night. Now, only the eyeballs. So I'm going to assume it was Duke getting beat, Louisville's back #1 in the ACC. But
you had two point guards in there.
You do have to still think about it.
You had 2 point guards in there, right?
No, just him.
Just one?
Because
Saturday.
Harmon will be here Saturday. And I wonder if Chris Mack's getting a little bit into, hey, listen.
I know.
I'm going to take one of y'all.
Who
wants it?
We need a point guard.
Who wants it?
And we need 1 point guard because we got an awesome one.
Yeah.
Y'all see what a good point guard looks like?
And if we win the ship, he gone.
Almost.
Matt on one.
On one. The top.
Matt, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Boy, coming home feels good, don't it? We needed to come
good.
home and play at home. I was telling Brian, man, we probably could have beat anybody with that energy. I mean, from the chest bumps to... And, Marcus, you asked me last night in the post-game show, which was great, by the way. I could hear the Diet Coke and Belvedere in that, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Right. You asked me last night if this was the best passing game of the year. It was.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was. Even though they did get a couple deflections, but by far, man, what was it, 23 assists? I mean, this was our best passing game of the year.
No, it absolutely was. I tell you what, we're going to stay on schedule. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
Mark and Cindy's house was what you might call cozy, with just enough room for their family of 4. Then the twins came along, and life in that house got downright crazy. So Mark and Cindy's family of 6 got themselves a bigger house. And even though they changed their address, they kept their insurance company the same, Kentucky Farm Bureau. Because it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau, it's Mark and Cindy's the more the merrier Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Pining for the days of the traditional men's barbershop? Look no further than Big League Haircuts. Serving Louisville for the past 15 years with men in mind. Enjoy a professional haircut that includes shampoo, neck massage, and free neck trims between paid visits for men, all while watching your own personal TV in each chair. No uncomfortable upselling. It's all at one price. Use their convenient online check-in on Facebook and hit the Book Now link. 4 locations to conveniently serve all of Louisville. Play hard, look good with Big League Haircuts.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. All sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, U of L fans, this is Zach here from Great Flow Brewing Company. I'm happy to announce that our new restaurant out on Shelbyville Road is now open and ready for business. We hope you can stop by for lunch after 11 and for our happy hours from 2 to 6. We also offer late night menu with nice specials. Hope to see you out there soon. Go Cards!
Turn your love of the game into a lifelong career with a degree in sport administration from the University of Louisville. Work with experienced faculty, gain essential leadership skills, and learn to think critically about hot-button issues within the sports industry. U of L offers both a bachelor's and a master's program completely online, so you never have to miss a game. Get the ball rolling at louisville.edu/online.
Follow the leader, ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and the best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, Offices Louisville.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
With same-day pickup and delivery, you know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Kroger, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Like, how are you looking at Bella Twins wrestling stuff in the middle of a radio?
They're supposed to be wrestling tomorrow, but they're pregnant.
Like, how can you
wrestle pregnant?
Can you do that with a good conscience?
It's not. Don't make sense.
No, what doesn't make sense is you talking about Boneless Thugs and Harmony and the Bella Twins.
You know that pissed you off a little bit, though. Not because I said it, but because it's
because you said it.
No, you know, Boneless Thugs.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.
Not the first of the month. It's 50 Cent Wings Thursday. It's the first.
Oh, is that what they're referring to when they say first of the month?
Yeah.
I had no idea, you know? Yeah.
Please.
Boneless wings.
Texter says, please stop with the C-ship talk.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. All right. We'll get beat in the first round. That show's better. Let's do that show. Well, the team's all right, but they'll probably get beat in the first round.
Do some crossroads.
Is that a better show? I like that. All
right. Does my L make you uncomfortable, Steve?
No. No, I'm not Drew.
Brian.
I can handle this. This doesn't bother me.
I love it.
Brian.
People literally come
like
up
it.
and sit in our laps during games or during post-game shows.
Right?
I know.
You just got to get comfortable.
You think this cardboard L bothers me?
I think it really adds to the studio.
Please.
I think so, too.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, we're going to keep us here.
Especially on these kind of game days. Go ahead and get that caller. Okay, so are we past the general part of last night's game?
I think so.
Any coaching specifics outside of good passing?
No, you got to listen. Overall, with coaching, for me, you just got to give Coach Mack credit. Okay, I think that we're learning him. He's learning us. He's learning the team. He's learning the everything. And there's a little bit of newlywed. When you get married, you have some newlywed arguments. Okay, because it's like, okay, there's some things here that we're just working through.
Right.
And I said yesterday, of course, when we say on trial, Coach Mack's job is not on trial.
Right. Like more or less judgment.
Because you asked me before, you said, what would happen? I can't remember when it was like this weekend. You're like, what would happen if they just fired him? I said, you said, what job would he get if Louisville fired him? I said, I don't know, probably the job of the team who literally fired their coach to hire him. Like if Coach Mack was on the market tomorrow, high-level schools would be like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to go ahead and fire you now and hire him. I mean, we have an excellent coach.
D, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Rummage, why are you even talking like that? Anyways, hey, what a post-game show. You and I were all chit-chatting, and then all of a sudden, half-court heave. I'm like, oh, first place. Here we are, baby.
That's awesome.
Woo!
Look, and I was totally loser guy watching that North Carolina State Duke game. I thought there was no way.
Hey, look, Marcus, Steve, I just want you to know, thank you. I just want you to know that I told Brian that.
Hey, D, where are you eating at?
Oh, man, well, I went to McDonald's on break, man.
Okay. I
got a little bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
I know the sound of that thank you and then the bag. I was like, okay, you're in a drive-thru.
Well, of course I am.
Okay.
I mean, I'm on the radio.
Yeah, no. Oh, no, I got no problem. I was just curious. I was actually just curious. I was coming up with lunch
I got
ideas.
my partner in crime in the car, too. You know, on break.
That's perfect.
You know? I was doing shout out. Craig Spencer's in the car with me.
Hey, shout out, Craig.
All right.
Y'all enjoyed it.
Listen, I'm telling you, proud of E-Town. But look, hey, fellas, great win last night. Good confidence. You know what? Let's just keep it going. The 2-game stretch, the losing streak, eye-opener for everybody. And we don't want to have another one of, never mind. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Listen, don't be ashamed. Don't be shy to make that call. Don't be ashamed to just get excited and say, you know what, I really don't have nothing to talk about. I'm just excited about the win.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm comfortable with
because
these kind
there's
of days.
not a whole lot of breakdown. Now we'll break down the players and stuff because that's our job. If I'm fan today, if Steve Rummage never meets Marcus Maben and I'm just fan today, I'm just like, he changed some stuff up. We win the game. I'm happy. Let's roll. Control our own destiny again.
We can.
You know, I mean,
we do.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. No, if we win out, we win it now. Now that's a tough task. You're going to go to Tallahassee. I think they'll beat North Carolina at home. I think they can. They can.
I mean, you got Virginia
Tech at home.
You still got Virginia,
but you still go to Virginia, to Tallahassee. It's going to be tough to win out. You know, and that's why I said if you had not lost those 2 games last week,
both of them.
Oh, you're setting real pretty today. But if it took that to get to where I'm at now,
yes,
I'll take it all day.
Yeah, and you would take losing the ACC regular season,
yes,
to have force fed to David Johnson in
because
start.
That's what it's going to take to make a Final Four. So I'll take that all day long. I'll take those 2 losses. As much as that sucked, I'll take it, and I'm happy. I'm happy today, Coach. I'm happy.
Outside of David,
bald head, just
outside of David Johnson, who was the most valuable player?
I told him good game too, coming back on the court. Halftime. So it was a good half, guys.
Stop talking.
He kind of gave me a.
Stop talking to the team. They got things to think about.
I was getting way too hands on last night. Hey, because I'm not going to tell. Listen,
you almost threw your hat.
I'm not going to. I almost threw my hat on the court last night, Brian. Dude, Malik missed. Or I thought he was going to miss this free throw. I leaned back, grabbed my hat as it was rolling in, and when I was coming up, dude, it was like
Also, it was on accident. You almost
no. It was just reaction. I almost threw my hat on the court because I think if that ball had rolled off, it was just like reaction. I was ready to just.
But seriously, how great of a story would that be if we were like,
great.
Steve Rhodes got thrown out of the game. He was that dude that threw his hat on the court.
Oh,
the cops came over on the court side.
No. Steve would just escort. He wouldn't need an escort. Once Steve throw that hat, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna watch him walk through that tunnel.
Steve would just walk the other way. I know. I'm done.
I have enough respect for Kenny Klein and the play. I'd just leave. Y'all take my hat. No, I'm out. I'm gonna watch from here on out. I'll watch games at Alja's.
Chris, thanks for joining us on.
Don't know why y'all gave me a course I see anyway.
Man, you guys are clowning today. I like it.
That's good, man. It's a good mood. Good mood.
So last night I'm watching the game. I'm watching the first half, and it feels like we're beating them by 20. And I look up and we're up by 4. And then Ryan hits the biggest shot. I mean, just the biggest shot. Puts us up by 7 at halftime. And then I'm going to try not to say DJ's name because that's just too easy. Last night, Sutton looked like he was in rhythm. I mean, he got a couple skip passes where he looked like he was the shooter that he was at the Notre Dame game. And then Enoch in the second half. He decided, if you're going to try to block one of my dunks, I'm taking your hand off. No more like in the first half. The first dunk he got, he did the push-up off the rim, then he did the chin-up. I'll take that check every day of the week. And then last night, Jordan, he turned down some really good looks to go to the lane, like the one where he went and got the N1. We looked like a team last night. That ball never got stuck anywhere. We moved it. We got people better shots. When you're willing to give down a shot and give it to someone else because you think they have a better shot, that's when you see trust in the team, and now we can trust these guys. I'll get up and listen to you guys.
No, listen, I appreciate the call. Coach Mack said it. When talking about David Johnson after last game, the team is beginning to trust him. And it's not just the trust of making the play, it's the trust that we have the same eyeballs. Tell that story about David Johnson, or did we didn't talk about that?
Oh, we did a little bit last night. Yeah, a little bit.
I was not on the show though.
No, not today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. About him talking
to his bigs.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking to his bigs last night in the huddle, and I'm observant, watching over there, and he says, I don't know the words he's saying, but let me just paraphrase. He's just asking them in a very respectful way, calm. It's a good conversation, you can tell, and he's asking them which way a pass could be better for them. Like he's trying to rectify the issue here.
Yeah.
Like without saying, hey, guys,
you got to finish that.
I'm giving y'all perfect passes down low and you're just not scoring. So, but David kind of saying, hey, What can I do better?
He gave his "It's not you, it's me" speech.
Yeah,
to the big guys.
Yes, when in reality it was totally them. It's totally them. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like I'm like Malik. Like I can't give you the basketball underneath that basket and watch you get blocked by the underneath of the backboard. Can you believe they called foul on that one?
No, I even turned to you and I was like, if I'm that guy from Syracuse, I'm losing my mind. I was like, I would look at the ref and be like, he didn't even get to the rim.
Malik was blocked by.
I like hearing that story though about David Johnson because that's something that good communication goes a long way. The tone or the way you approach somebody, and the fact that he's like going to approach his bigs kind of more like, "Hey, I'm trying to help you out. I'm not attacking you."
Listen. To your point, and I'm pushing the line of what I like to do and don't like to do here. But right in front of us, Dwayne Sutton's throwing the ball in. Dwayne had just thrown the ball away. Okay? Dwayne looks at Coach Mack. He says, my fault. All right, cool. We got the ball back, though. Him and David are standing there talking. It went through the players' legs. Right.
I think it was David and Malik. Did Malik come under it? No, it's just
no,
David.
it was just David and Sutton. Malik looks at Dwayne and starts to kind of say, my bad. And Dwayne gives him a yeah, it's over. And then they start talking about the next play. Like, I liked how Dwayne, because Dwayne is maybe not an emotional leader on the team, but Dwayne is a lead by example guy on the team. So for David to be able to look at him and just as soon as Dwayne starts to say my bad, it's like my cousin. Okay, when my cousin says my bad 50 times, I'm like, yeah, bro. Everybody, yes, everybody saw it. It's your bad. I don't need you to scream my bad coming down the court. It was your pass sucked.
And see, I'm bad about that too. Like when somebody's trying to apologize to me. I'm real and we're talking communication here. When somebody's trying to apologize, I'd be like, I'd be like, when somebody's apologizing to me, I cut them off like it's over. Like don't even.
See, I'm the opposite.
You like listen to
I'm
people
the sorry
apologize?
guy. I'm like, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm the my bad guy, my bad.
And there's nothing wrong with either guy, but I'm with Marcus. If you even start the I'm sorry, I'm like, okay, I know you're genuinely sorry. Yeah. We don't need to have this conversation. And cool.
But like further to your point, what it suggests is the team chemistry is really good right now. Yeah. That's a good sign going forward that all the guys seem to get along and can communicate well.
For it not to be taken as rude, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know me, and I cut people off so much, and even when I'm saying like, I'll get on out of here, man. I'm like, I know you got things to do. Like I enjoy our conversation, but apologies. I cut people off. Yeah. Really, really bad habit of mine.
So to see David kind of like, hey, Dwayne, we know. Look, without saying it, here's what he said to Dwayne, with just a simple, don't worry about it. Let's move on. He said, Dwayne, we all know what you bring to the table, bro. We see what you're doing here.
Right.
I see what you're doing here. I can't do this without you. You can't do this without me.
Right.
We're better together. What do we got coming now?
Right.
Like, that's what David said by saying, like, hey, we're good. This is what.
Let's focus on the next project.
Yeah. Like I don't need that.
Okay, I want everybody tell a friend. We are going to be doing the grading at the top of the hour, the 11 o'clock hour. So get ready. Let everybody know this time. 815-0939 will be the number. 3831-939 will be the text line. The YouTube channel is up and running. But before we go there, we're going to bring in Andre Goatley to talk about the event going on 22nd.
The 22nd, February 22nd.
Welcome to the show, man. What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
Good to have you back, man.
First and foremost, you came in here. You were a little excited about the game last night.
Oh yes, yes.
Well, let's get your breakdown real quick on that.
David Johnson, where have you been? Where have you been, my friend?
Yeah, it was good. It was good to have him in there. Good to have him in the starting lineup.
Yes. I mean, hey, I think we need to have Coach Crum helping out with us all the time.
Right. It was good, man. It was good to see that.
I mean, even I hate to say it, even some of my Kentucky friends, whose names shall remain anonymous.
Fair enough.
We're still, giving me grief. They're still giving me grief on the last 2 losses.
It's funny to watch my son going through that right now.
It's his friend.
My son sits there and he said, it was Monday, right? So I pick him up for school or whatever, and we're riding to school, and he goes, God. I said, what? He goes, I'm just gonna have and he just goes full in. He says, I'm just gonna have to hear it all day about losing to Clemson.
Welcome to Big Boy.
You know what I did tell him though? I was a very adult about it. I said, Bud, if they had got beat, I said, would you be giving it to them today? He was like, oh yeah. He said, oh yeah.
Okay, Andre. Give us the details on the event coming up Saturday.
Yeah.
It's going to be this coming Saturday at the Texas Roadhouse, 13321 Shelbyville Road. It's going to start up at 9 a.m. Come on out. Freezing for a reason. I'll be out there. Some of y'all's colleagues from ESPN Louisville will be out there. We're going to have a good old time. It's going to be 50 degrees and stuff. You need to come on out, Marcus.
Listen, people have been chiding me to come out. I haven't quite committed, but I don't want to commit and then be a no-show. So, but I appreciate you trying to get me to come, and you made a very persuasive case earlier on in the show. So you're going to be there early?
Yes.
This is is this your first? How many times have you been involved?
I have been at the Polar Plunge ever since the beginning when it was down at Joe's Crab Shack.
Right. So how much has it grown since then?
I've seen it grow tremendously. I mean, we've raised thousands of dollars for all 8,900 Special Olympics athletes.
8,900?
Yes. And I want to also send extend an invite to Louisville Flyers, Louisville Royals, Pitt Academy. All Louisville delegations, come on out.
Well, listen, Brian Hall, listen, February 22nd. Give us that address one more time, Brian. You can go ahead and play us out.
13321 Shelbyville Road, Texas Roadhouse, next to the Walmart where the water tower is.
13321 Texas Roadhouse. Get out there, support the group. Like I said, Drew Diener, Lachlan McClain will be emceeing. Dawn Yates. Look, I knocked my headset out. You're gonna have to wrap us up, Steve.
Yeah. Boneless. Listen, we'll be.
And we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
The Tailspin Ale Fest is back Saturday, March 7th at Bowman Field. And you guys know this is one of my favorite events of the year. Hundreds of craft beers, food, live music, the Cox's Cigar Lounge, and this year, with both the Cards and the Cats in action, the games will be on in the ESPN Louisville tent. Get your tickets today at tailspinalefest.com with proceeds benefiting Dare to Care. It's the Tailspin Ale Fest coming up March 7th at Bowman Field.
Nate's Painting is a full-service painting contractor in Louisville, providing residential and commercial painting services in Kentuckiana. They provide commercial painting to a variety of clients, including stores, restaurants, gyms, plus much more. We guarantee our work will be done professionally and with the least amount of disruption as possible. Nate's Painting even painted the studios here at ESPN Louisville, so trust the experts we trust. Nate's Painting. Mention ESPN Louisville for 10% off. Get your free estimate today. Call 502-572-6658 or visit Nate's Painting website at LouisvilleResidentialPainters.com.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Somewhere out there, there's a man on a park bench eating his 500th PB&J. He has no idea Papa John's has new Papadillas that are way better than a boring sandwich. With Papa John's best meats, cheeses, and veggies hand-folded into a crispy flatbread crust. Someone better tell that man. Get a new Papadilla in one of 4 flavors for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's. Not valid with discounts, fees, and taxes. Extra prices may vary.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by WingZone. Try the ESPN Louisville special. Order online at wingzone.com. The number 11 ranked Louisville men's basketball team improved to 22-5 on the year with a 90-66 win over Syracuse last night at the KFC Yum Center. Dwayne Sutton led the way for the Cards with 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, and Malik Williams had 14 points and 13 rebounds. Coach Mack addressed the media after the game, and he talked about David Johnson and Malik Williams starting going forward.
It will depend on matchups, and I do anticipate Dave being our starter moving forward. Malik as well. Not really sure what I'm going to do, beyond that.
Up next for the Cards is a matchup against North Carolina on Saturday at 4 p.m. at the KFC Yum Center. Yesterday, the Louisville baseball team fell in their home opener against Wright State 10-3, falling to 1-3 on the year. And they now have a 3-game series with Valpo starting on Friday at 3 p.m. at Jim Patterson Stadium. The number 5 ranked Louisville women's basketball team is back in action tonight as they have a trip to Georgia Tech tonight at 6 p.m. You can catch it on the ACC Network Extra. The 17-6 Bellarmine Knights are also back in action tonight, taking on Missouri S&T in Missouri. That game is at 8:30, and you can catch it on glvc.com. And last but certainly not least, the Indiana Hoosiers improved to 17-9 on the year with a 68-56 win over Minnesota last night. And up next for Indiana is a matchup against number 9 Penn State on Sunday at noon at Assembly Hall. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
The Kentucky Winter Circle Radio Show, coming soon to 93.9. We are unconditionally, unabashedly, and unapologetically about as Kentucky as it gets on horse racing. And more than just a thoroughbred horse racing program, but then you'll just have to tune in to find out for yourself. I'm E.J. Clark, inviting you to join Lane Gold and me starting Saturday, February 22nd at 10 a.m. here on ESPN Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
Turn your love of the game into a lifelong career with a degree in sport administration from the University of Louisville. Work with experienced faculty, gain essential leadership skills, and learn to think critically about hot-button issues within the sports industry. U of L offers both a bachelor's and a master's program completely online, so you never have to miss a game. Get the ball rolling at louisville.edu/online.
Follow the leader. ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and the best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today.
This is Marcus Maben, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Thinking of going to the big game or concert? Well, head over to GuyOnTheCornerTickets.com. Save money on fees today so you have more for that beer tomorrow. GuyOnTheCornerTickets.com.
Comes
Marcus in the bathroom
today at Caesars, Southern Indiana. Whether it's first pitch or opening tip, catch all the betting action on over 30 large screen TVs and enjoy your favorite games today with friends in the fan caves that offer a personal 86-inch television, tailgate food favorites, priority betting access, and much more. Come for the sports and stay for a betting experience like never before. It's all happening today at the Book at Caesars, Southern Indiana.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. All sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. This is everybody's favorite part of the show. Let me make sure I get to my OBS. Let's hit start recording. Make sure the sound's right. Brian Hall, have you brought up the best version of the statistics? Here's the thing, too, people. I'm opening up the grading segments to the calls, the YouTubers. I'll try to read a couple off during the show. Feel free to jump in here on the grading of the players texter. It's always the fun part, because we get to pick apart at everybody.
Oh yeah.
No gratuitous result grades. Brian Hall, are you ready?
I am. So I wanted to start this one off a little bit different. So we had some faces that we hadn't seen. I just want to throw them out there, give them a little shout out. We had Grant Williams. We had, was it Hugh Orbo and Kevin Odo.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Good for them.
Wait, what?
They all played
they
1
got
minute.
some clock yesterday. All those guys.
Yeah.
See, I'm throwing the guys in that got in at the end of the
Okay,
game.
yeah.
We won by 30.
Fair enough. Aiden, how mad is Aiden at himself?
2 games, Duke and
How about
Syracuse.
Nickelberry? I thought Nickelberry would be in too.
Yeah, he's wearing that boot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but
he's hurt,
Aiden
sorry.
just got hurt like the day before, and it was like,
This was the one.
Even though I did kind of chuckle when my guy Lucas tweeted, he was like, Aiden won't play today. I was like,
don't make
I
jokes.
was like, oh, is he hurt, or are we just reporting that? No, and Lucas was, but then Lucas was like, he got a shoulder injury. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but it's like, yeah, no, I didn't think he was gonna play. It's just
okay, let's go.
All right, so
come on, dude.
This is another new face too, but he did play a few more minutes. Quinn Slazinski played 5 minutes on 1 of 1 shooting. It was a 3-pointer. He had 3 points, no rebounds, nothing else.
Y'all are gonna laugh when I do this, but I'm gonna give him an A+.
Quinn, you listen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't joke around about that.
I know.
Because you get in and you get your shot to shoot and you hit it. I'm telling you, that's a tough thing to do. Like, I gave Josh Nickelberry that A for getting down in the game and against North Carolina State. They ran a set play to get Josh a shot in his hometown, and he knocks it down. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do the same, Steve. I can go A right there. And here's the thing, I thought he should have been playing all year. Like I thought he should get some clock, but again, I see how Coach Mag he just. Let's go. A for Quinn Zielinski. What do you give him,
B-Hall? We got Darius Perry. He played 7 minutes. He had 1 field goal attempt, which was a 3 that he did not make. He had 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal.
It's on you, Steve.
Oh, God. I mean,
that sounded so agonizing what you just did.
I know.
Darius Perry, 1-1-1.
Okay, listen. I'll give Darius a C plus. No, a C. But I'll say this. I think a message was sent to Darius last night that this may be your role for the rest of the year.
Elaborate.
Darius didn't come in until 3 minutes left to go in the first half. How many minutes did he end up with, Brian?
Darius played 7.
7. I think a message was sent to Darius last night that, Darius, what you're bringing to the court right now is worth about 7 minutes.
Is it matchup specific, though?
Could be. I don't know that yesterday was.
Didn't we just say last week that he was wearing the gold jersey for the best practice?
Yeah. And he was. But here's the problem. When he got in the game, it was just like he come right in and just jacked up a 3. And it was like, you really have set for 17 minutes and you just came in and jacked up a 3-pointer? That was your response to 17 minutes on the bench?
It was a really out of rhythm 3-pointer too.
Yeah. Oh, it was just one of those. It was like, it was there. I mean, to be fair, it was there, I guess. But
I don't know, because the way the ball had been moving around, it stopped when he got it. Kind of like he was hesitating on every pass. Before he got in, everybody was manipulating the defense with good pump fakes and stuff like that. I just felt like Darius was hesitant, and he was looking to affect the game by a shot.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was trying. The lineup of death was in there for a few minutes, and Coach Mack literally called a timeout to take somebody out.
Wait, what did you just say?
The lineup of death, the Fresh and Darius lineup was in there. Oh, and it was just bad. I mean, Darius jacked up a 3.
That's
Fresh started
nice.
dribbling around and fell down and lost the ball.
That's not nice, Steve.
No, but terrible things just start happening.
Listen, it did look.
Yeah, the ball does stop a lot. I think Darius. I think Darius is about 10 minutes and below. I'll be surprised if he gets more than 10 minutes. Could there be particular games where he plays more? Sure. But I think in average, you're going to see Darius about 7 to 10 minutes. And what that means for Darius moving forward, we'll just have to wait till April and see. I hate those conversations right there, but it is one that can't be ignored. So, you just don't have it.
Sometimes I purposely don't respond to you.
I know, because then I got to just say, then I have to say something, because what am I going to say?
Yeah,
like to you, Brian.
those last couple of statements that you got to make are really how you feel.
I know. Yeah.
See,
that's where I'm at.
See, all right. So
wait, Darius Perry, you're gonna have to move the ball. You're gonna have to get on the court. So you're gonna have to make yourself an option. I said I didn't want to hold on. I didn't want to just take the Darius Perry grade and text her. You see that, Steve?
Yeah, right, but
I'd like to see Darius fight his way out of. And there's one more thing. Darius, right now, your Darius Perry, his demeanor is going to be critical.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't keep an upbeat demeanor, everybody's going.
He was good last night.
You're right.
We should point that out.
Like I said, his demeanor, everybody's going to be eyeballing every time he plays good or plays bad. So it's one of those things. Like he can, if he's invested and he's team guy, everything's going to say positive.
Yep.
But if he turns into a me, which he's not.
He's not. Yeah.
But I'm saying this as a person who has pouted before. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And not knowing how much it affects the team if you're a guy who doesn't normally pout or something.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start doing it, it's like that spirals really, really quick.
Yeah.
That's why he gets my C.
All right, next up, I just want to keep in mind that we go from least minutes to most minutes. So Darius Perry is kind of the least minutes from the guys who play regularly. This one kind of shocked me a little bit. Stephen Enoch, 11 minutes. Listen to this impressive stat line, though. 5 of 7 shooting, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 turnovers.
This is going to be hard to do. Steven gets
10 points, 5 rebounds in 11 minutes.
He gets an A- for me, right?
Yeah.
And
that's where I was going to go.
I'm going to give Steven Enoch an A-, but what I'm going to do is with his A-, I'm going to give him a chance for extra credit, right? Like I'm going to say there was an error in something that happened with Steven Enoch, and that was he deserved more opportunity than he got. Coach Mack got irritated with him and took him out. This is a game Steven should have had the Malik line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He should have had the Malik minutes, in my opinion, because his ability to finish quicker and on that back line, he should have had 25 points and 14 rebounds.
Yeah.
This was the game to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Between alley-oops, you know what I'm saying? He definitely, and Coach Mack identified it. He identified our big guys need to be going towards the basket. They don't need to be stepping away. Malik Williams has a problem about stepping away from the basket. Every once in a while, Steven Enoch, you can catch him, kind of floating instead of knowing the ball is on the way or it's going to be. Yeah. And if you catch it right underneath the basket, you should be already in load up mode. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get him that A-, and I'll say, okay, you did.
He did roll his ankle.
Okay.
Yeah, in the second half, he did. He stepped on his foot, rolled his ankle, went out of the game for a little while too. So
listen, the block when he got his dunk blocked, Coach was mad at him. He got fouled.
Yeah,
but he doesn't get that excuse.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we always talk about that. At your size, strength, agility, you can't leave that play up to the ref.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put David in a bad position, you know what I'm saying? Not a bad position, but it's just that has to be a finish. Conference play, tournament play, everybody's going to try to block that shot the exact same way
absolutely.
Moving forward. They're going to be the same athletic level. So, like I said, I'll give him a chance for extra credit if he carries it moving forward. I'll retroactively give him an A+. You know what I'm saying? Because he was making the right decision.
Listen, I'm with you. I was going to go A- because I just think, like Brian said, in 11 minutes, man, 5 rebounds, 10 points, and he was attacking the basket after. Yeah, it was, man. Now, early, I do also, though, get why Coach Mack got upset early. I probably would have let him go because, like you said, he was getting that way. Like, he was, but...
Yeah, like Malik started getting better over losing the ball.
There was a couple passes that just, Steve, the problem with Steve is he had like 3 back-to-back-to-back. And it was just like, oh, dang,
Because he got the block dunk, and then he went up between 3 people with that left hand hook
But then
shot.
Dave hit him with the one that just kind of, so I get it. But I'm with you. I thought he was an A-. I thought he was pretty good.
No.
Okay.
He gets an A-.
Okay. For his technical? Yeah, that's fair. Because the technical was kind of silly. Like,
do y'all think that the game plan was kind of set up to get Malik and Steven the ball more? Because to me, it seemed like the passing around the key was to get it to him under the basket.
No, Brian, you're right. You're right and wrong all at the same time. You're right. Well, because listen, you're right because that was the game plan. I think so, but I don't think it was a new game plan. You just finally put a dude in there that knew how to throw it to the post. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're right.
Yeah.
That's the game plan.
But to me,
I don't think it was really specific yesterday. David just understands you have big men.
Well, to me, though, and I don't know if, I thought Steven took it up with a little more force sometimes than Malik. And don't get me wrong, I'm talking about Malik after after he puts up a double-double. But there was a couple times where I was like, dude, take it up stronger, man. Go up.
Listen, no, don't apologize about that. That Steve's attacking the rim and Malik's is not even in the same hemisphere. Yeah, no. Steve attacks the rim when he gets it. And honestly, most of his dunks come after he rolled his ankle.
Yeah.
Like,
listen, and don't get confused.
Listen, if I go to a tournament game, Marcus, I swear, Pops, I'm sorry, and if it happens, Pops, don't rush me, don't nothing. But I may get so desperate in a Final Four, I may walk up and just punch him right.
Just be quiet, Steve.
I may just punch him right in the penis. Just run right in there.
Because you need to be angry,
and then just stand down and just let him handcuff
to get screaming Steve.
Yes, and they're gonna be like, and did that guy just punch Steve between the legs? Yeah, here's y'all know that's rummage.
Steve, I'm glad you're getting that out of your system. We got the St. Bernard's kids coming in here.
Watch Steve, and then watch Enoch go for 35 and 20.
They are listening right now, apparently, on the radio as they come in, though.
Lovely.
And
should be a lovely.
How much effect?
Lovely time.
How much effect did not starting? You keep in mind, this is his first game not starting.
Yeah. He handled it well.
No, I mean, exceptionally well. I'll take away that extra minus and give him a regular A, considering he did come off the bench.
Because starting is not going to affect him making the NBA. And I think he probably understands, and everybody understands, and we'll get to Malik, that just works better to start the game.
You've decided that?
I think so, yeah.
I'm still not sure about that.
I am. But Steve will play much more than 11 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll explain Malik when I get in.
Malik was finding that basketball.
I like Steve coming in, though, around 13 and adding an offensive punch. Because you don't add an offensive punch when you take David out at 13. When you add when David comes out at 13 in the backcourt, I don't add an offensive punch, but I do in the front court. So I kind of like that was kind of my reason.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give him a regular A.
Yeah, no, Steve,
he gets a regular A.
He was awesome. I like it. I'm good.
All right, so next up on the minutes, we got Samuel Williamson. He played 12 minutes on 2 of 5 shooting. He had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers.
I give Sam a B+. I thought he was very assertive in the middle of that zone last night. I watched Sam last night take what was given to him. I watched him try to go. I watched Coach Mack. Listen, Sam has to deal with Coach Mack, and I'm okay with this, but Coach Mack really, really jumps on Sam. Like, he really gets on Sam. Sam goes baseline, goes up for a shot, kind of gets blocked, and Coach Mack throws his water and is yelling at Sam, walking with, he almost jogged back with Sam, like, and Sam takes a lot of that. But I think Coach Mack sees the potential in Sam. Because if Sam Williamson comes alive, you're cutting the nets down in Atlanta. If that dude comes alive, you're like, no, we're the national championship team. But he caught it in the zone last night so many times and just turned around, made the shot. Like, he was really good.
I liked him on listen, his first play he got in the game, and I'm sure you'll remember this. He's in a battle with one man for this rebound, right? Mm-hmm. And when he's battling, he's fighting with his left arm, and he's rebounding with his right. Mm-hmm. He gets the inside position, gets his hands on the basketball, then he kind of drops the ball.
Yeah.
And it almost went out of bounds. When that ball almost went out of bounds, my heart froze.
I know.
Because I was like, because last game, you remember he had that rebound and he kind of was stepping out of bounds and he was getting ready to throw it and he just kind of dribbled the ball and it ended up being the other team's possession.
Yeah.
It was almost the exact same play, but I saw a level of urgency on him stopping that ball. Mm-hmm. Like, there was no moment he was going to feel sorry for himself. He was not going to let that basketball get out of bounds. He would have dived on the floor by himself. Exact play
you're talking about.
Dropped down to his knees on that hardwood floor.
Right in front of us.
Yep. To save that basketball from going out of bounds.
Yeah.
He was very, very desperate.
Sam was a victim of being up so much last night on a foul call. He goes baseline. He goes right up to punch on him. Gets fouled. Pretty simple call, I thought. I think the refs let it go.
Because of score.
That's a tighter game. That's a foul call. Now, am I okay with that? No, I just don't feel like arguing about it right now.
You said that a couple times last night. You were like, I don't care. You call a foul.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's still a foul. But I mean, I liked what he did. I like what he did.
I'll give him a chance for extra credit too if he'd got more minutes.
Yeah.
Ooh, extra credit. Everybody likes extra credit.
Extra credit's good.
Listen, that got me through school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Makeup work. Samuel, B+.
Yep.
I'll give him a B+ for sure.
All right, so this is the last guy that came off the bench, which for the first time over the last couple games, all the bench players actually played less minutes than the starters. So the starters actually played the majority of the minutes because we were looking at some of the other games and it was like everybody on the bench played more than the starters.
The way Coach Mack was watching that team in that first 7-8 minute stretch, he let them play a long time.
He knew a lot was on the line.
He
heard
did
the complaints.
And he saw them working together. And when the coach is watching that thing of beauty, you don't want to substitute. You want to substitute very gently. You know what I'm saying? Normally, he has the rotation ready to come in, bang, hey, you and you get in there, for rest. He was like, no, I'm going to put one person at a time. Almost like you could tell he was sprinkling a little salt, taste it.
Yep.
Sprinkle a little salt, taste it. He wasn't sticking to his regular recipe where he just, 2 tablespoons, bam, bam. No, he was fine-tuning.
Like it.
Against Syracuse.
So anyways, the last bench player that we have to grade is Lamar Fresh Kimball. He played 20 minutes on 2 of 3 shooting. He had 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers.
C+. It didn't jump off last night, man. You had 2 steals, but you had 2 turnovers. So those kind of cancel each other out.
He had 2 rebounds.
Yeah,
2 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 points.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not totally just crapping on him. I think a C+, man, in 20 minutes. But you know what? Maybe I'll go B minus.
I was at B minus.
Because I will say, an excellent teammate. He was David's biggest fan last night.
Are you giving him extra credit?
I am. He was the reason I'm going to give him a B minus is because I like you down the stretch come tourney time still. I don't care what's happened. I like you and David together in the game down the stretch when we get into March. I go B minus. 20 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds. I'm not going to give him assists because, like I said, 2 assists. I'm not going to give him steals because you turned it over twice. So I like.
I think he had a couple hockey assists though, man.
He could have. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. Yeah.
That's a tough way to grade. You get a C because you're not terrible.
I mean, it's 2 or 3.
You're right.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, you know what? B minus.
Yeah.
B minus.
I'm thinking more B minus because I'm sitting here and I'm going over the plays and I'm watching him move the ball around confidently.
Yeah.
He was very decisive. He was very comfortable. Let me see. He was talking. Yeah, B minus because that's a tall lineup too. He was where he needed to be defensively. I didn't watch people, shoot over the top of him or anything like that. So, yeah, from what I saw, 20 good minutes. That's a lot of good clock.
The chest bump from Chris Mack. Yeah, I mean, that was a good play defensively.
Chest bump worth half a point, from a
and
plus to, or
look,
minus
I just
nothing.
keep raising him. I keep raising him because I could almost take that minus away because he was pretty good defensively. He was pretty good.
You're convincing him. I can tell what's going on right here.
I'm still B minus.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude, you're an adult.
Yeah,
go out there and bust Syracuse.
Yeah,
you're a grad transfer. Go out there and look. You don't get all that extra credit.
That's fair.
Good job, Fresh, and go look. Good job. Now go get back in practice.
Yeah, fair enough.
B minus.
The starter with the least amount of minutes was Malik Williams. He had 23 minutes on 5 of 9 shooting. He had 14 points, 13 rebounds, 1 steal, no turnovers.
This is going to be a tough one.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go A because I gave Steve an A minus. 14 points, 13 rebounds. Let me start with this.
Texas says, I wish you guys were my teachers.
Right, I know. We just love giving good grades. 14 points, 13 rebounds. There's other centers in the state of Kentucky right now that if they had 14 and 13 last night, I guarantee you could turn the radio on at some point today, probably from 3 to 6, and listen to how they are the SEC Player of the Year, hands down. Did you see him put up 14 and 13 on Vandy last night? Just.
That's how they talk about Nick Richards, man.
That's my point. Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to go. I don't need to beat around the bush.
I like that. Way to go, Brian. You're the man. 14 and 13 is a heck of a game. 5 of 9. I asked my son this morning, because kids, they don't analyze it like I do. I said, he was like, man, I want to go to the basketball camp. Yeah, cool. He's like, man, you know what? Wouldn't it be awesome if they let us draft players and they played on our team? I was like, yeah. I said, who would you draft off last night's game? Oh, he said, Malik Williams. He said, that dude gets all the rebounds, man. Like, he does. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I can take a plus away because he did leave a lot of food. And I'll hand that to you.
You okay?
You're all good. Yeah, I'm going to run and get somebody real quick.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you another person right
No.
now?
No. I'm working on Malik.
Yeah. Malik was going to be the longest, I thought, today.
Malik was going to be the most difficult for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Malik Williams. I turned on this game this morning.
Yep.
And there was a play. It was 3 plays in a row where Malik was spoon-fed the ball.
Yeah.
Right underneath the basket. 3 of them went from him being in position to score it to the ball being out of bounds.
Right.
It went 2 hands. Malik has the ball.
Sure.
And it's out of bounds. Now they weren't turnovers because we retained possession.
Yeah.
But that, to me, can't happen. I put that in the department of if you don't dunk the ball, that's going to get you beat in the tournament time.
Yes.
That's just, in my world, that can't happen. So you're already, those 3 plays in a row have already got you at a B with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You weren't great with your free throw shooting. By the way, I got a text message from Ellis. I don't think he meant to send it to me, right?
Oh God.
But I'm gonna call him out on this one.
Was it something I said?
Ellis Miles is your nightmare human being looking for you.
When I listen, when I delegation get beat up in my dreams, it's Ellis. What's happening?
He is your fantasy whatever it is cellmate.
Like, oh God, I knew it.
So here's the thing. 05 team is going to be introduced at half on Saturday.
Really?
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Larry O'Bannon in the house, Francisco Garcia.
Was I not supposed to say that?
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Probably shouldn't have said that. But that was one of my favorite teams.
Can I blame Ellis?
Yes. No.
Hey, Marcus, this was when we're supposed to get Otis George on, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got to get Otis on tomorrow. If that's true, we got to get Otis on tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. This is awesome.
Because Otis is confirmed. He is definitely coming. I already know that for a fact.
Okay. So this is happening.
05
so you knew this already?
I told Marcus about this.
So you knew this?
When I gave you his, when I told you that the guy hit me up and said that Otis was going to be in town.
Why am I the only one that didn't know about this then?
Yeah.
Steve, because you can't keep a secret. Everybody knows you can't keep a secret.
Well, that's fair.
Everybody knows that.
No, listen, I'm not arguing.
These children back here know that you can't keep a secret.
They do now.
By the way, who got in the studio with us, Brian?
So we're welcoming I believe it's 7th and 8th grade class from St. Bernard. They are a broadcasting class, so they put on news for the school at St. Bernard.
Are they so disappointed?
They're taking some classes. This is actually, I believe, their last day of class for this semester, as far as this class goes. So getting them in here, showing them how an actual live show goes. So
don't disappoint them. Teach them everything.
Listen, I don't want to show how much of a child I still am, but you said fart instead of part.
Yeah,
I do want to point that out. But
glad you caught that.
I do want to point that out. But the broadcast, like the news thing, was my favorite thing in school.
05.
Me too.
Listen, I was an all-state athlete and just fully was like, media class. I was like, let's do. I was anchor.
I'll pay attention.
I was awesome. Oh no, we did the news. It was called the Cougar News Now. CNN.
So. Malik Williams.
So we're Malik Williams.
Malik Williams
good
is. We're gonna talk about that later on. Malik Williams loses 3 balls right at the baseline.
Okay.
In a row.
Yeah.
He misses his free throws.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I brought up Ellis, I used to get so mad at Ellis because I'd pass it to him and he would wait. He was kind of like Malik, like slow going up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he liked to get fouled, right? But he got fouled, and if he missed the free throws, I'm like, dude, you need to just score it. Stop wanting to get fouled.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing. Steve, you can talk about Ellis publicly.
I thought he was awesome. Like you never watched him hit Samardo Samuels in the chest cavity, okay?
Fair enough.
No. But
to my point,
your point is it makes sense.
So if Mac was frustrated,
it's like, great, you got fouled.
Yeah. If Mac was frustrated with Malik like he was with Steven, and Steven got those minutes, I do think that Steven would have had better numbers than what Malik had.
I agree.
So
I agree with that.
Like I said, this performance we
maybe
had to
not rebounding. Malik's a good rebounder, man.
I don't know.
He's a good rebounder. I don't know, because at some point that many rebounds don't just find you. You know how they say, "Oh man, the guy's always in the right place." Yeah, that's on purpose. At some point,
I don't know.
I would listen to that. Yeah, but I do think that I can't go below an A for a 14-13 game from my center.
Okay.
But I can play that game with you because I do agree with you. That game could have, and when I say easily for him, I'm not saying, oh man, we could have given 3 or 4 jumpers.
By the way, Ellis says I'm right.
No, I know. I'm sure. But no, look, he was, all jokes aside. I mean, I mess around, but he really was one of my favorites. I loved him, dude.
Stop it.
No, that 05 team was seriously like, that was one of the greatest runs of my life. I ate probably 72 root beer floats.
You told me because that was the
I
luck.
locked my girlfriend out of the house in the West Virginia game. Me and my buddy Clay. They went uptown. We start coming back. They come back. They're looking in the door like, and we're like.
Preface it by saying kids don't try this at home.
Yeah. They look in the door, and I'm like, y'all don't think you're coming back in, right? Y'all left, and we came back from 20 points down. There's no chance you're stepping back in this house. I don't care what you do. Hey, I literally slid money under the door. Go have fun. Just get out of here.
You're an ass. Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Sorry
God.
about that.
Good
okay.
God. We can't do anything around here, man.
I can't believe I just did that.
You haven't cussed in 2 months on the air, and you wait till we bring the 7th and 8th graders.
I'm so sorry.
God.
Look. I can't believe I've done this.
Give me another player.
Yeah, let's move
Wait,
on. So
I
we
didn't
got
grade him.
David Johnson.
I
He
didn't grade
played
him.
24 minutes on 1 of 4
minus.
shooting. He was 0 of 1 from 3 with 3 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists.
Look at Zeke running right past Jalen.
I didn't hear anything you said, Brad. I'm sorry. Yes, please.
You got it. So I got David Johnson, 24 minutes on 1 of 4 shooting. He was 0 of 1 from 3 with 3 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists.
Y'all can call me a
No
homer.
turnovers.
I don't care. A++. He was awesome last night. The way he came in, got the ball moving early. It was from the jump, man. It was like, okay, this is different. 7 assists. And here's the thing. This is what I was saying yesterday. When people would call in and they were jumping on me and they were like, I mean, as long as he plays the right amount of minutes and stuff like that. He only played 23 last night. The minutes didn't change. That was kind of my point.
The starting changed.
It had nothing to do with his minutes. It had to do with starting the game. Because when you get off to a start like that and the ball, you said, the ball movement's contagious. That's not, I don't think it's coincidence that David Johnson starts a game, plays the first 7 minutes of the game, you have 23 assists, highest assists you had all year. No, that was kind of my point. And like I said, this isn't a I'm right, y'all are wrong type thing. We can all, God knows I'm wrong plenty, so we can all agree on this. But I just think that when you start him to start the game out, it just gets the ball rolling. It doesn't mean he's not going to have a crappy start at some point. But he just gets the ball moving. And that's what happened last night from the jump, from the first play.
David Johnson looking, I'm trying to find a flaw. I even liked the three-pointer he shot. Just willing to take it. It's the right basketball play. You know, my point about Jordan early on, one of the callers, if you make the right basketball play, then I can deal with it. I can deal with missed shots. You get rebounds when somebody takes the right shot.
Yeah.
Even if it misses, because everybody's in a position, you're open, somebody's scrambling to get to you. They're going to be out of position. I like David on the rebounds too. I really liked him on the offensive board. You know, just hovering around that dotted line area, just kind of lurking. He ended up coming up with a loose ball just by, you know, like I said, you know, just lurking is the best word I can describe him around offensive rebounds. And man, I'm telling you, watching he and Dwayne Sutton side by side, walking up the court together.
Oh, man.
Getting ready to start that offense. You remember that?
Yeah.
Just how I was like, look at them side by side.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
He's an A+.
Yeah. He just last night he earned it, man.
You gotta hit that left hand layup, David.
Yeah.
It looks too good.
Well, and okay, let's knock David a little just for the heck of it. He misses that a lot. He's missed that quite a few times where you get to the bucket and it's almost like he tries to scoop it.
Yeah, like put some too much finger roll on it or something.
And he's missed that probably 3 or 4 times this year. So that's little things he needs to clean up. Because that was a big move. Big shot right there. The Virginia game, that was a big moment. Like, you know, and yes, we can still say, yeah, but he's doing all this other stuff and that's cool. But like, man, these are big moments. You may do that in the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 and you not recover from it. It's like we do need that to be tightened up.
Yeah, that takes away the second plus, so he's just A+.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's see. Next up, we got Jordan Nwora, who played 29 minutes on 5 of 18 shooting. He was 2 of 7 from 3. He had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Because I thought he was very good at not forcing the 3 ball. What did he ended up from? He shot 7 threes.
7 for 17.
Yeah. He was. I mean, yeah. I mean, look. He was pretty good. I'm not. He answered. He bounced back. I'm gonna give him an A-.
He was what he is supposed to be.
Yeah.
On a bad shooting night.
Yeah, man. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. He didn't force the 3 ball.
He had coaching in his mind when he got that first chance at a dunk underneath the basket.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you finish that. You missed 2 3-pointers and then you made a 2 dribble. Here's the thing. The coaches, when he hit those 2 dribble pull-ups, the coaches, that was deflating for the Syracuse coaching staff.
Yeah.
Because all we do is say, make him put it on the floor and he'll give the ball back. That was the scouting report. So he did exactly what Coach Mack needed him to do and what Syracuse didn't need him to do to be effective on the court.
Yeah.
2 dribble pull up, Now, coach, like we spent our entire time running him off the 3-point line.
Yeah, man.
We spent our entire time not giving him the one dribble left, one dribble right step back. That's exactly what we did in our entire, scouting report.
Yeah. Yeah. And he did it.
And he did it.
He did it. He made a point to get to the bucket. A lot of his missed shots were at the bucket.
He got blown around horribly one good time.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, the one time was terrible. But nobody ever accused him of being, Patrick Beverly. So, I just.
So, what's your final grade on
A-, man.
You slid money under the door.
Yeah, go have fun. I never saw a Final Four at that point in my life. I'd never watched Louisville make a Final Four. They were coming back. No, at that point, I would have broke up with her in a heartbeat. If she said let me in or no, I'd have said bye.
You would have tried to win her back afterwards?
No. Now I have a child with
her. Brian Hall. So what do we get? Jordan Ward gets a B.
I'm going A- because I like Jordan.
I'll give him a B.
All right, so next up we got Ryan McMahon. He played 31 minutes on 4 of 10 shooting. All of those attempts were three-pointers. He had 13 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover.
Listen, I don't care what y'all say. I'm going A-. I loved his effort on defense.
Outside of the three-point shooting, he was awesome.
Yeah, 4 of 10.
He was strong with the basketball too.
Yeah.
He was really strong with the basketball.
I loved what Ryan brought to the table last night, man. That Ryan actually made me go, well, coach, maybe it's not situational. Now he'll start the next game against North Carolina or something, and I'll lose my mind. You can't win a Final Four with Ryan McMahon.
If he missed the free throw?
He did miss a technical. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. But no, I thought he played well. Man.
Yeah, I'm easy A for Ryan McMahon.
And I like that Coach Mack was pretty open about him starting this situation. Maybe a start, maybe won't.
Let's see if
not locking him in.
But again, we talked about this yesterday when we were doing starting lineups. A David Johnson lineup makes Ryan a threat.
I agree. That's what I called for Ryan yesterday. I didn't think that would happen. I really
I still went Sam, but
yeah. But Sam would be my ideal.
Yeah, I could argue with Ryan.
But man, with what I watched yesterday, I may be okay with it. With Ryan having a little bit of a quicker hook,
But starting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not afraid to pull Ryan 3 minutes in. I'm okay with that.
Listen, Boeheim pulled his big man 1 minute and 13 seconds in the game.
Yeah.
Repeat, Boeheim pulled his center 1 minute and 13 seconds into the game.
Yep. You ain't got it, bro. Come sit down. That's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I gave you a scouting report. The first 2 plays of the game, you didn't do with the scouting report. You're out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And he stopped him don't walk past me either. No, I'm going to talk to you about what just happened.
We're 2 days off of almost beating Florida State. Don't forget that.
Somebody says, but Ryan had 2 fouls.
That's all?
Hey,
well then,
no,
raise him up.
Here's the problem. That was a block.
Mm-hmm.
He did not foul that guy on the replay. I watched that. That's a bad call. So he only had 1 foul. I don't care what the stats say.
Fair enough. I love it.
Hey.
Yeah. I'll roll with that.
Wait on you, B-Hall.
All right, so up next we have Dwayne Sutton. This is our last player. He played 35 minutes on 5 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 from 3. He had 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and 2 turnovers.
I've never heard a more impressive stat line of a more underrated human being on the planet.
I'm glad you're saying this.
The numbers that he just put up, the size and speed and athleticism that is Dwayne Sutton, you people owe him an apology for the. Listen, last game we made the joke. You should have took Dwayne Sutton out because they didn't deserve to play with Dwayne Sutton.
Yeah,
we don't deserve Dwayne Sutton as a fan base.
Listen.
That we don't talk about him every single day.
You know what I was about to say? I'm glad you're going that overboard with it because I was about to say, what did I give David? A++. Okay, then Dwayne gets an A+++. I just wanted to make sure Dwayne was the highest grade on the team. When we come into grades, I always usually
it makes me sick when I hear stats like that. It physically makes me ill because you know why? People don't talk about him playing in pros.
Yeah,
and like he has shown you that he can do. Like you think he can't take the summer to work on his handles?
He was 5 of 6. That's efficient.
He hitting 3-pointers, 8 it's like, man, he is
5 assists.
He is. Brian, read his stats again. Listen, people, just listen to this. Read them slow.
So Dwayne Sutton is 35 minutes on 5 of 6 shooting. He was 3 of 4 from 3 with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers.
Do you realize that there's a kid right now? His name is Obi Toppin, right? He plays for Dayton, right? If you get that stat line from Obi Toppin, right? We're talking about him at the opening of Sports Center.
Mm-hmm.
You know, guys that already have a name, quote unquote, a name with them, right? They get talked about as the college player of the year with a stat line like that. That stat line, if Jordan has it, Dickie Vitale is saying he locked up player of the year.
Do you want to know what Obi Toppin's stat line was from his last game?
I'm listening.
And the reason I'm not just because, it's a decent game. In 35 minutes, he's 5 of 11, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And he's an awesome player. And I'm not comparing. I mean, obviously, there's things I get why the NBA would take him in the top 5. I'm not there. But to your point.
Right. And this is against Syracuse that he did this.
Yeah. And that was VCU. The game before that, 31 minutes, 19-7-1.
Any stat that Toppin put up, you wouldn't be surprised if Dwayne had it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm
and that's without forcing. Dwayne Sutton has forced 7 bad shots this year.
Yeah.
7 bad shots.
Probably, yeah.
Maximum.
22-10 the game before that against Rhode Island. All these are like, yeah, Dwayne have that. Without question.
Dwayne Sutton,
I wanted to make sure I gave
y'all got him 4 more regular season games.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, I wanted to make sure he was the highest grade on the team for me because he was the best player last night. And let this be talked about. Last year at this time, he was dying out. He looks like he's getting better. That's the difference too.
Grade the coaching staff.
A plus. Absolute A plus, man. From scouting to top to bottom to Mike Pegues looking at Jordan Wara on a play where he had excellent defense and looking at Jordan and letting him know excellent defense, go get it back.
Even though he scored on you.
Even though he scored, just everywhere. The Coach Mack, obviously, not just David starting lineup because David only played 23 minutes. The rotation. Setting David late in the first half when you knew I can steal minutes here. Okay? Maybe you won't be able to do that against Florida State.
Yeah.
I can steal minutes here without David. No sense in killing my guy. And then play, I thought he was great with how he rotated Steve and Malik last night. Again,
I wanted more Steve, but
but it didn't bother me how he kind of used the whole thing. I thought Ryan did great. I thought he did a good job at saying, you know what, Fresh, Darius, let's try to get this right.
Yeah,
I looked at that for a minute and a half. That ain't gonna work. He pulled that. Jordan Wara misses a dunk, kind of smiles about it. He calls a timeout to get him out of the game. Like he was very.
And you were up big. He was on it. He was on it.
Coach last night was very Final Four minded. Like I loved it. He was Final Four. He was like, we're making moves tonight. This is a new season. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's playing us or if